Welcome in. Do a couple things. One, see how this thing works. And two,
bare feet on the cool summer grass, mason jars swinging in my hand. Porch light fades behind the trees.
All right, just making sure everything's working.
And the whole world turns to black.
Tiny sparks start blinking low, dancing just beyond my reach. I run until my lungs burn sweet, laughing at
They're chasing fireflies, chasing light. Little stars that only come at night. Hold them close and let them go. It's how the magic used to feel. Chasing
All right. So what I've done, got my little plus I need to make sure that I can hear well enough. All right, so we got a new game, case file. I think I talked about this game. Actually, I did into that explained the movie and game night. These are the type of games that you just, well, you'll see. Alright, so let's go into a new game. Begin the day. Interview room.
All right. We are live and the video is recording. Now we have got ourselves a pretty wild case on our hands. But first things first, let's do a quick refresher before we dive in. As always, the interviews will be streamed live via the monitor that you're looking at right now. Once the interviews end, you'll be able to access all of the previous recordings on the playback monitor that's to your left. Now keep in mind that you will be getting two different camera angles in your feed, camera A and camera B. Feel free to switch between the two as you see fit. And last but not least, don't overlook the evidence available to you in the case files. I'm sure that you'll need to reference those at some point. Okay, so the case. We've got Daniel Murphy, age 49, works as a financial planner. He was shot and killed in his home with a .38 caliber handgun that's registered to him. Now, according to the medical examiner, he died on September 12th. The exact time of death is not able to be determined because the body wasn't found until a few days after. Now, there are a few people of interest in this case. First up is Emma Richardson. She's Daniel's girlfriend who had also been living with him. Prior to Daniel's death, she had reported an incident of physical abuse that resulted in her right elbow being dislocated. The injury is verified. However, Daniel did deny all allegations regarding the abuse. Now, at first I was ready to remove her as a potential suspect due to the elbow injury, which would obviously make it pretty damn hard for her to fire a weapon. But as it turns out, she is actually left-handed, which means that she absolutely could have pulled that trigger. Now, next up is her ex-husband, Charles Humphreys. There's nothing really notable regarding Charles's past, but he was seen entering Daniel's house the day of the murder. So needless to say, he is definitely a person of interest. Now, I was also able to bring Charles and Emma's daughter, Rebecca, down to the station today. Now, there's nothing that really points to her being a suspect at this point in time, but she did live with her mom and Daniel, and she was aware of the abuse that her mom had reported. Now, last on our list is Daniel and Emma's neighbor, Janice Burks. Janice served 9 years in prison for killing her husband, who had a very long history of domestic violence. Now, the main reason that I brought her down here today is that she was also seen entering Daniel's house the day of the murder.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, that's two people that were seen entering Daniel's house the day that he was killed. All right, now that is the basic overview. Okay, you can dive in deeper with the case files or some of the security cam footage that we also subpoenaed. That footage is already loaded up for you on the playback monitor. All right, now let's figure out what the hell happened here. All right. I'm gonna bring Emma in here first. Let's see what she has to say. All right. We'll see you in a few.
All right. So, two people were seen entering the house, next door neighbor and the wife. Next door neighbors are ready for the interview. Press X when ready. Are we ready to hear the first interview? Let's go.
All right, Emma. We are recording today, September 19th. I'm Detective Martin Louise, badge number 7621. And with me here today is Emma Richardson. So, Emma, please go ahead and spell your first and last name for me.
EMMARICHARDSONN.
Thank you. And please acknowledge that this statement is video and audio recorded and that you are consenting to this recording.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And lastly, I just need you to acknowledge that we've already gone over your rights and that you are willfully making this statement.
Yes, that's also correct.
All right. Thank you, Emma. So let's just keep it simple and start with you telling me where you were the day of Daniel's death.
I was staying at a hotel.
And which hotel would that be?
The Best Stay Motel on the southeast part of town.
Now, was there a reason that you didn't go to work that day?
I wasn't feeling well, so I decided to take a sick day.
And you work at Rose and Davis Financial Services, right?
Yes. I'm a junior account executive.
And Daniel works there as well. Is that also correct?
Yes, actually, he's the one who got me the job there.
And the two of you were romantic partners. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, do you mind elaborating a little bit more on this relationship that you two had?
Sure. Exactly what would you like to know?
Well, I guess we can start with the police report that you filed on September 10th. Now, based on what I read, it seemed that this relationship that you two had was not that pleasant, was it?
No, at least not lately
She's not
anyway.
the wife. She was just a girl.
Now, you claim that he had grabbed you pretty forcefully too, so much so that he dislocated your right elbow. Is that right?
Yeah, but I don't want you to think that was a norm or anything.
So that's not his normal behavior.
No, it wasn't. We had been together for 6 months at least, and I moved in with him about a month ago. He had never once laid a finger on me the entire time or shown any warning signs.
So then what exactly happened on that day? Why did he have this sudden change in behavior?
He was jealous of a client of ours that we met for dinner.
And who was the client?
Just a prospective client. His name was Jason Anderson. Daniel had to take a call, so he stepped outside. He was out there a good amount of time, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And during that time, Jason and I started talking. I mean, he talked a lot. It was pretty funny, so we just talked and had a laugh. That was all. Then when Daniel returned, I think he had the wrong impression. I mean, on the ride home, he questioned me about what we were talking about. He wanted to know why we were so happy, and he wanted to know if I found Jason attractive. He even accused me of flirting with some guys in the office from before. Honestly, I had no idea what he was talking about.
So has Daniel showed signs of jealousy like this in the past?
No. But I mean, there was never a situation like this before. Anyway.
You can continue.
Well, when we got home, he didn't seem to calm down at all. We were in the kitchen at the time, and he accused me of lying, and he said he didn't believe anything I had told him. I tried to de-escalate the situation by leaving, but then he locked me with his body and backed me into a corner. He grabbed me by the shoulders and forced me to tell him the truth. But what was I supposed to say? I already told him the truth. So then I pushed him off of me. And that's when he yanked me really hard by the arm and threw me to the floor. Oh my God, it hurt like hell. And then when I was on the ground, he kept yelling and screaming at me over and over. I mean, I can't remember what he was saying.
Was he drinking that night?
No, the man hardly ever drank at all. I mean, I can't even remember the last time he had a drink.
Now, according to the police report, your daughter Rebecca, she was there when this all happened. Is that right?
Yes. She was upstairs in her room at the time, and she heard the arguing. So she came down to the kitchen to see what had happened. I mean, she asked me what happened, and I told her we had been in an argument. Then she asked me what I was doing on the floor, and I told her I had accidentally fallen.
So why did you lie to her?
I don't know. I was scared. I mean, it all happened so quickly. I couldn't think straight.
And what happened after that?
Well, Daniel could see that I was really hurt, so he picked me up off the ground and took me to the hospital. On the ride there, he kept telling me how sorry he was. And he just kept apologizing over and over. He said he didn't know what got into him.
And you believed him?
Yes, I did.
Really?
It was a one-time thing. It was completely out of character. I didn't know what got into him. So yes, I did believe him.
All right. And what happened after that?
Well, he took me to the hospital, and we checked in, and then that's when I learned that my elbow was dislocated. Then Daniel left, and Rebecca came to stay with me overnight. And then the next morning, I had time to clear my mind, and I told Rebecca exactly what happened.
So you told her that he had actually hurt you.
Yeah, she wanted me to press charges with the police, but honestly, I was hesitant. I didn't want it to turn into a big thing.
But this was a big thing, was it not?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it was a big enough deal that you felt the need to file a police report, right?
But that was Rebecca's idea. So yes. I was released from the hospital. We stopped and got some pain medication on my arm. And then we went to the police and filed a report. Then we went to the motel. I checked in, and Rebecca left to stay with her dad.
And her dad, that's Charles, right?
Yes, Charles.
So was Charles aware of the assault that had happened?
Yes, I told him that night.
Was anyone else besides Charles and your daughter Rebecca aware of the assault?
The only other person was my neighbor Janice. She must have heard the screaming because she texted to see if everything was okay. I wrote her back the same night and told her exactly what happened.
Now, are you and your neighbor really close? Because and this could just be a me thing. He can be. I mean, maybe that was enough to push them over, the limit to maybe take matters into their own hands.
Like I said, it was a one-time thing. It wasn't that severe.
Wasn't that severe?
Fair enough.
Emma, I'm staring at you, and you have a dislocated elbow. No, I don't know about you, but to me, that is pretty damn severe.
Look, the guy got jealous, okay? I mean, he'd been under a lot of pressure at work, and he was in a shitty mood. I mean, he made a really poor decision that he immediately regretted. Is it okay that you hurt my arm? Of course not. But we can't change the past. And I do believe he was truly sorry.
Okay. Fair enough. So Emma, is there anything else that you feel that I should know about this whole situation?
None that I can think of.
All right. We're gonna take a little break. Ask that you just hang here for a bit, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Interesting.
All right. You saw the interview. You think she's being completely honest? I really can't say for sure. What I want to know from you is if you think she's telling the truth about how severe the abuse was. And I'm talking both physical and verbal. That's a major piece of this whole thing. Whether she's being honest or not will give us a decent idea on how to move forward with this investigation. So let's make sure we really judge this correctly. The right approach should get her to open up a bit more. I'll trust your judgment with that. You tell me, and that's how I'll proceed with her. No rush. Look over whatever you need to and call me back. All right. Talk soon.
Is Emma telling the truth about how severe the abuse was? Finish looking at some of this. Richardson, 47, sex female, white race. Domestic incident report. Number 920, personal residence. victim, 49. I guess that's that one. Where's that go? Oh, there it is. There it is. In the evening of Saturday, the night, approximately 9:20 on the roof, claims that Daniel Murphy physically assaulted her after the two engaged in a verbal argument. Claim is that Daniel physically cornered Emma in the kitchen and refused to let her leave in an attempt to escape the situation. Emma claims that pushed Daniel away from her in return, grabbed her arm, forcefully threw her to the ground. This ended the incident. Emma was promptly escorted to the medical center. No eyewitness, however, claims that she heard the argument from her upstairs bedroom. I thought she said that Emma wasn't home, but or that her daughter wasn't home. Emma suffered domestic violence. She claimed it was a direct result of the domestic abuse. She was treated at the medical center. So, the police report. Girlfriend's daughter, Rebecca, college student, Krista. In the afternoon of Friday the 15th, officers entered their home after a concerned co-worker couldn't get a hold of them. Text messages for several days. Front door. Something's not right because it would be several days before the police showed up. The victim was shot with a 38, which was found in the victim's right hand. No usable fingerprints found on the handgun. Based on the crime scene, it appears the cause of death was shooting by a third person. So, yeah, kind of hard to shoot yourself in the abdomen. More than likely, the gunshot was single shot wound. Punctures left kidney, bone, through left. Alcohol level was 0.23. I don't know what that means. Whether that's high or low. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. Text messages. Hey, just wanted to thank you. Come on. Great, and I really appreciate it. These are Emma's text messages. Okay. Daniel to Emma, are you still in the hospital? Can you meet me and Rebecca at Seymour Hotel? Okay, so she wrote that to Charles, which is her ex-husband. He's in about 30 minutes. Thanks, Charles. See you at the motel. Charles, okay. get my text message earlier? Are you still at the hotel or the hospital? Really sorry if you please answer your phone or last answer my text. Just wanted to know, thinking of you, sending lots of love. Thank you. Heart emoji. You're gonna be at the motel later. Yeah, well, I need to talk to you. Okay, stop by whenever. They sound good. Next, well, the last time Daniel talked to her was on the 10th, so this was 2 days later. Oh, here's more. Hey, bud, can I stay with you tonight? Of course, something happened.